the last substantive conversation with my father before his death, my father held my hand. He said, I don't know what the Holy Father will ever do in your regard, but if he does ask, you must accept. You see, we have these problems in the church. We need good shepherds. And if he asks, you accept. And then you remember the humble origins of your family. You remember your family, you remember your faith. Above all, you remember Jesus Christ. When I got ordained then, I was stationed at Holy Angels Church in Sydney, Ohio, in Lehman Catholic High School. Those were some of the happiest years of my life. You know, as a young priest, everyone wants you to succeed, and you learn a lot about how to enjoy the priesthood. But I was only ordained a year and a half, and I got a call from Father Hemmerly. He said, I need to talk to you. And he said, we want to send you for further studies in Rome. And so after just 2 years where I was happy as a pig in mud, I went to Rome. And so from 2004 to 2008, I was in Rome. I was there then for the death of John Paul II and for the funeral. And in St. Peter's Square when Benedict XVI came out on the balcony. And it was a wonderful time to be a priest in Rome. And so all of that happened, and then I earned a licentiate degree and a doctoral degree in moral theology. And then I came back in February of 2008 to teach moral theology. So I taught moral theology and was dean of Mount St. Mary's Seminary. And then the seminary started to grow, and we started to have more and more students from other dioceses, some of whom were foreign-born. I became an expert in getting F1 and R1 religious visas, but trying to do kind of that work as well as teach, as write for the Telegraph, work as a judge for the marriage tribunal. It became a lot, and in the meantime, in February of 2016, Archbishop Vigano called. He was the Apostolic Nuncio at the time, and he said, well, he'd like you to work as a priest secretary there at the Apostolic Nunciature. Archbishop Schnurr said, I did it when I was a young priest, and so I think you should do it, but go meet with Archbishop Vigano. So I went, and it was kind of an ordeal to get to the Apostolic Nunciature, but then I began working at the Apostolic Nunciature. I always thought, even though I didn't want to leave teaching, leave the people of Cincinnati or the people of my parish, I always felt that going to the Nunciature was the fruit of someone's prayer. Archbishop Pierre came and got into his stride, and we began to work very well. We actually had a great staff of the Nunciature during a very, very difficult time, because during that time, those years, was the whole thing with the McCarrick affair. And so then day in, day out, this sort of thing was happening. And then all of a sudden, Archbishop Schnurr needed someone to take over the pastorate at St. Ignatius. And so in November of 2019, I began as pastor of St. Ignatius of Loyola. And then in March of 2020 was the pandemic. We're working through the pandemic for 2 years. Finally, after Ash Wednesday, things really are starting to come back to life. People are starting to come back to Mass. We've had to bring a lot of healing to that parish. We've had to also bring some financial stability to the parish. We're working on a master plan for our campus. So all the pieces are in place to kind of relaunch or to build enthusiasm. And then on March 21st, I got a call from Archbishop Pierre. He said, the Holy Father has nominated you as the next Bishop of Columbus. And then there was this kind of pause, and I looked up there's a picture after my Mass of Thanksgiving at my home parish up in Toledo with my parents. And then I looked over at the crucifix on my desk, and I said, hey, I accept.